Hey everybody, and welcome to Deckin Around Deck Specs. Today we're going to be taking a look at Incantation Cards. But before we jump into it, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So these cards are designed by Incantation Playing Cards. They are going to be printed with Cartamundi on B9 slimline stocks. There are two variations, the Midnight Edition, which you can see on screen now, which is going to be a print run of 1,000 decks, and a Ritual Edition, which is a blue variation on the Midnight Edition, which is going to be a limited run of 500 decks. So let's check it out.
The blue one is so nice.
So one of the things that I really do love about this deck is the old style theme of it. When speaking with the designer, Incantation Cards, he really discussed a lot of how the early 1900s spirituality and like posters for magicians and mysticism were what inspired this deck. The one thing you'll notice is there's no print matter on the bottom of the deck because it is a prototype deck. This prototype, though, is printed on the same stock with Cartamundi, so it is pretty much the same exact deck you will get if you fund this on Kickstarter. The deck has a really beautiful back with mirrored skulls and a nice fan design. I really actually love the feel of it. I think it was interesting to see the full black bleed to the edges there with that Cartamundi texturing on the stock. It really comes through a lot. You'll see there's two similar Jokers here, one with a skull and one with a head where the skull was. Very traditional style.
Super cool Jokers.
Yeah, very traditional style pips on everything. The courts are very Parisian styled there. Obviously, hearts equating to love. The clubs obviously are French peasantry, so you'll see on some of the courts it's very like more everyday, so like guards, obviously not as done up as like some of the higher end like diamonds are going to be. I also get a kick out of the old style of the text of the card on the corners opposite of the pips and indexes there.
Right.
So, and then again, a beautiful Ace of Spades here, very much reminiscent of like the Ouija board like centerpiece that like you move your hands around on.
Right. That Ouija board always scares me.
So the spades here, obviously, also being in the Parisian style, are supposed to be the rogues. So you'll notice that eye patch on the jack. You have a duplicate spade here as well. This is really a magician-oriented deck, and obviously a blank card as well. This is a magician-oriented deck, so that duplicate spade and that blank card can be used for a lot of tricks there. It's a really smooth, great-feeling deck on that B9 slimline stock. And like I said, these Jokers are just spectacular. Really a fun deck. Very well done. I think Incantation Cards really hit it out of the park with this one for their first deck. They're still funding on Kickstarter right now, so if you haven't checked it out, it's definitely a deck worth looking at. The Ritual Edition, like you said earlier, Steve, is absolutely breathtaking.
So nice.
And when they originally were designing this deck, one of the other things they had, it was going to be the Midnight Edition, the Ritual Edition, and then another third edition, which was like a pink kind of variation, which really went nice with the three. But obviously, being a Kickstarter deck, they limited it to the one with a stretch goal originally. But they did unlock the Ritual Edition recently. Again, that's a limited print run of 500 decks with 1,000 on these Incantation Midnight Edition. These are not going to be reprinted after the Kickstarter as far as I'm aware, but it's definitely a deck to check out. And the guy running this, Mike, is a really community-oriented guy. He's been doing a lot of giveaways, so definitely check him out on Instagram as well, Incantation Cards. So thank you very much.
Super rad guy.
Yeah, thank you very much, everyone. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We'll have a lot of deck specs coming out to you soon.
Peace.